Now I know what you're thinking. This is a very late video. I get it. I'm sorry. I just had the time for this guy. You know, he released almost a week ago. If not, by the time you guys are watching this video, a week ago, exactly. Well, not exactly. He came out at midnight a week ago, but it's fine. We're going to be showcasing the Golden Week units. I'm going to start off with Blue Kaioken Goku since he is the least liked among the community. I believe everybody has seen what this guy is capable of doing, but I know that maybe some of you, I don't know, maybe, perhaps, you guys would like to know my thoughts regarding Blue Kaioken Goku. So we're going to go ahead and talk about him. We're going to do his showcase. We'll see how this guy is going to look at 55%, full level 1 links. I haven't used him yet. Fresh out the box, fresh out the gate. Let's go ahead and jump in. So, kicking things off, we got his leader skill. Reps of Universe 7. Or full power category K +3. HP 200%. Attack and defense plus 170. Plus the additional stats plus 50% for characters who also belong to tournament participants or superheroes. He does have an intro, so let's go ahead and play it out. Alright, so just fresh out the gate, fresh out the box here. It kind of is a little bit upsetting that he doesn't scream a lot more during his intro, and we're gonna see that during his standby. It would have been a lot cooler. I don't understand why they refrained from him just screaming at the top of his lungs. That's the only thing that he says, but it would have been a bit better for him to, you know, do his screamer voice. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about him. So on his super attack, which is the Kaioken God Kamehameha, he greatly raises his attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy while sacrificing 5% HP, which is the big thing that we have nowadays with, you know, enemy, like people, units, sorry, my brain is not processing this. Units that are hurting themselves more than the enemy, or just units that are hurting themselves in general, which is a problem. Why have we gotten this sort of like theme? I don't know. If you guys recall, we got the ECA for Kaioken Goku back in the anniversary, and that unit itself is good, but he also hurts himself because of the whole Kaioken aspect, right? If you guys remember during the anime, it's like, oh, we got to Kaioken, but you know, this hurts. It's the same thing with the Saiyan Saga, Kaioken, and of course, when he was fighting up against Pikkon, the Super Saiyan Angel Kaioken Goku was also that type. Like, oh, he hurts himself whenever he supers. Well, this is the same case, which is kind of unfortunate because, again, you don't want to take damage during these types of fights, especially when somebody like this Goku is as not up to par with what we want as units released in 2025. So with his intro out, he gets, with his intro, which by the way, we're running out full reps of Universe 17, he does get his intro when there are 2 or more tournament participants, category allies, or another reps of Universe 7 category ally on the team upon the character's entry turn. And with it, he gets guard, defense plus 170%, and he launches an additional super attack for at least 3 turns. Now, all of this means that you're in a time constraint because you need to get his revive rather quickly, or you need to get his standby rather quickly because his intro is going to run out in 3 turns, so you do have to keep an eye out for that. We had his new battle motion, which is pretty sick. Look at that. I like that. That's pretty cool. So basic effects, he gets 3 ki, attack and defense plus 200%. He has a 50% chance to crit, 50% chance of dodging. He randomly changes ki spheres of a certain type to TEQ ki spheres, of course excluding TEQ, because he wants to create more TEQ ki spheres. When attacking with 12 or more ki, he's getting 200% attack and defense. He's getting defense plus 100% if our HP is 70% or more. And he's getting an additional attack buff plus 100% when HP is 70% or less. So the lower HP, the more attack power he's going to get. The more our HP is, the more defensive power he's going to get. With 1 or more TEQ ki spheres obtained, he's able to get attack plus 100%, and he gets the additional super attack, which is not bad. However, when it's with a unit that actually hurts you, that can be problematic. When all allies attacking the same turn are reps of Universe 7, he's getting an additional attack plus 70%, sorry, and then he's getting a chance of performing a critical hit plus 30%. So more or less like 50%, 55%, he's gonna be good because he has all the traits. He has dodge, he has additionals, he has crit. But would it be sufficient? Would it be enough? We'll see. After the character or an ally's revival skill is activated, he then gets the guard, the defense plus 170%, and the additional super attack, all the effects that he loses after the 3rd turn with his intro. Surprisingly enough, our blue Kaioken Goku landed on slot 7. So, right. And he also gets a chance of performing a critical hit and a chance of evading enemy's attack plus 20%. So, we're here on the Goku Black fight. We're gonna get all these orbs. And sorry for just yapping for 7 minutes now. So this unit in particular, a lot of people hate him. I do want to see it for myself because I don't think this is a unit worth your while. That's 1. And 2, he's not going to be worth your while at 55%. I don't see him as like a really, really good unit. At least he has some options. He's getting some additionals. He's getting some dodges. He's getting some crits just by his passive effects, which are good. However, we're missing something. So 17 million, I believe this guy has his blue Kaioken Goku at 79%, if I'm not mistaken. Might have forgotten to check his hidden potential system. Or just how many dupes he has, right? But yeah, this is 10% HP, 15% HP. And keep in mind, I'm doing this without Super ECA Blue Kaioken Goku because his Super ECA, of course, came out 5 days ago as of the upload of this video. But I didn't want to run him here just yet. I want to get his 55% showcase out, which I'm gonna pull double duty here. I'm gonna record the 55% showcase, which of course this should be up by the time you're watching this, right? Silly goober. And then we will have the hit 55% showcase video, which of course I'm a firm believer that's gonna go a little bit better. So yeah, I'm looking through his kit now. I think I had that same issue with intro.
Goku! Son! Goku! Son Goku-san! Goku!
Alright, we will continue. So, yeah, look at this. We're at 80% HP, and that's just because of Blue Kaioken Goku's HP lowering, yeah. So he's at 90%. And you see, I don't think that's a good build. Here's the problem with this. It's not like you would want to attack with Blue Kaioken Goku as much as possible because of the fact of him hurting you. But if you're running this guy, the leader, the front lead, and Super ECA Blue Kaioken Goku, bro, you're just gonna be at under 50% HP before the start of the before the second or third turn that you get in there. That is just pretty freaking annoying. I don't feel like this is a good build though. But that's the thing with these, like the meta that we have nowadays. It's so tedious going into like really difficult types of fights nowadays, because you have to think, oh, is this unit gonna be particularly good on an event that cancels dodge? Maybe not. Is this unit gonna be particularly good where blocking or sealing can be a thing? Many instances are there to just mess your run up, and I don't think that unit built with additionals and crits is gonna help him out. I feel like, I mean, at this point, like, you would start. Let me rephrase. These enemies nowadays are getting so much HP to the point that it's like it takes you almost 20 minutes to take down a fight, maybe 25, maybe even 30 minutes to take down a fight. And it's because these guys are just so inhumanely tanky. They have so much HP, they have maybe damage reduction to the point that it's like so freaking hard to take these guys down, that maybe focusing on damage would be a good instance here and there. But the problem lies with this unit just killing you slowly. I don't think building him like that, I mean, I don't have any quarrel with how you build this guy, because there's not a bad way to build him, I see. The problem is with, if you give him a lot more additionals though, you're gonna be, of course, with this guy, if you get a tech orb, he's gonna be doing what? For the first 3 turns, he's gonna possibly be doing 4 supers. 5 if you give him a lot of additionals like this guy did. That, if you multiply that by the 5%, that's 25% HP gone. If you have a Rainbow AGL Super ECA Blue Kaioken Goku, which again he also does lower his HP for every super. 3 super attacks, let's count that as 15. Add that to the 25% HP that you've already lost, that's 40% done from your HP from these guys supering alone. So yeah, it's very tricky. This guy, the other thing that I had to mention, it's kind of unfortunate. I'm gonna have to float off my Goku because the standby is it's kind of annoying. So with Goku landing on slot 7, my Goku, we won't be able to see the standby until like turn 6. Do we see it on turn? Yeah, this is the first appearance for him. Turn 5. Actually, no, turn 7. Sorry, not turn 6. So turn 7 is when we will get to see his standby if I keep him on rotation. But on the next turn, basically on turn 5, on the front one, that is when we can get to see the standby. I kind of wanted to see it with mine, but we just had him enter slot 7, so it's kind of unfortunate. Let's not grab a tech orb with this guy. Let's see how he does without it. Of course, in comparison to my 55%, it's not gonna do a lick of difference, because my, again, 55% versus a 90% Blue Kaioken Goku is just not gonna be factual. But his Blue Kaioken Goku, again, has a lot of additional, so maybe we can see that. But we're losing attack power by not collecting that tech key sphere there. So let's see. So 15 million this time around is not as high as it was previously. And this guy, he does, again, greatly raise attack and defense for the turn. So now on this turn in particular, now see, that's the problem. That's the issue, that you guys saw that? Samasu dodged. There are some fights here and there, especially the new fight that we just got. Ooh, nice dodge, like that. 10 million, that's my Goku. 10 million. Now that's very low. That's very low. Next turn, we will get the standby. So it kind of forces you that you have to use the standby because you have to revive with this character because you will lose the intro buff. So it makes you kind of like, oh well, we have to use the standby now. Oh. Actually, no, we might have a problem because Frieza's kind of dookie at the moment, but Goku is not gonna be good either because we're under 77. We're under 77% HP, which is not what Goku would like to have. Goku would like to be over 77% HP in order for us to get that extra defense. I'm gonna have to keep Frieza around for just a tad bit. We can get the revive. Now, Goku, with a standby, it would be a lot better to get it with him. I might have to leave UI Goku. Let me see. Both of them have 70% chances to dodge, right? No, 77%. No, of course, let me see. This guy is a 70% chance to dodge. Give him a lot of dodges, of course, because that's what the UI Gokus are going to be here for. God, 15? Oh, it's because of the special eclipse. Alright, I'm going to rely on AGO UI Goku. I don't want to get killed here. The reason being, it would be a lot better to get the standby and then revive with Blue Kaioken Goku, because then we can be able to see something special. Don't get me killed, please. That chances of dodging are gonna get higher because you dodged the attack, so I hope it doesn't get hit here. Let me let you guys know about Goku's standby. So once Goku gets his standby, he gets... Please, brother, please. You're not doing me any favors. Actually, he might super here and... we might get punished. So Goku, once he goes to his standby here, 22 million. Once he goes to his standby, he goes into his standby for 4 turns. And he's gonna be a little bit weak, but that's due to the fact that he would want for you to revive with him. You're not gonna dodge the super. Okay, no super, thank goodness. Thank you. Because I want to see this. So with the standby, it starts at the 4th turn from the character's entry turn, which is why I mentioned that it was pretty bad. Because Goku, my Goku, entered on slot 7, so we had to get him on turn 3. Therefore, we won't be able to see his standby until turn 7. Or turn 8 in this case, if I keep loading him. So yeah, might as well just get the standby with him. This is my issue with the standby. Like, the scream is not there. As like, why they didn't include that? It's such a... that could have been such a memorable scream, but they took that away. I saw this on Twitter as well. Imagine if they took away the scream from Goku going to Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4, just like how they did with Daima. I will be crushed if they did that. All right, let's play this. Alright, so this is very interesting. So Goku, first and foremost, look at that. Look at that battle motion. Sexy. Anyways, so with his standby, super attack changes. Now he has the 10 times Kaioken God Kamehameha, which massively raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy while now sacrificing 10% HP. He gets key plus 10, attack plus 200%. He was able to change all key spheres into tech. Whenever we're attacking with 10 or more key, he gets attack plus 159%, which of course is going to be a lot easier because we got 23 key lined up for him. For every key sphere obtained, he gets attack and a chance of performing a critical hit plus 10%, and a chance of evading enemies attack plus 10% up within the turn before attacking. So this is 230%. 230% attack, 230% chance to crit, 230% chance to dodge before attacking within the turn. With 10 or more key spheres obtained, we're launching an additional super. When the character or an ally attacking the same turn is KO'd, we're recovering 70% HP, and he does have a finishing effect, which is the revival. So once he gets revived, you guys might have seen this already because of the many showcases. This is too freaking old, I hate it. Goku is able to just deliver a punch that does really substantial damage depending on how you build the Goku. So let's go ahead and do this. I mentioned how you build a Goku because of the fact that, like, if you give him a lot of attack power, then, you know, Goku will hit pretty freaking hard if you do that. So let's do this, and I'm gonna capture some rainbow key spheres so that way we buff Goku a little bit. That way he can do some extra damage if we do get hit. This is gonna be a dodge. Yeah. We're always gonna be guaranteed dodging before he attacks. And then after he attacks, then he won't be able to do that. But this Goku is 90% and he has some dodge abilities in there, so he might survive. Depending on what happens. Okay, perfect. He basically doesn't have any defense post standby, so, or with this standby. So that's the substantial amount of damage that I'm talking about. So again, he gets attack plus 159% with the finishing effect. And again, he is massively raising his attack. With the finishing skill being the Spirited Kaioken attack. Counters with super intense power against the enemy who KO'd the character or an ally attacking the same turn. So depending on if you're in this scenario where you're fighting multiple enemies, if somebody gets KO'd, let's say we had Goku Black and Zamasu. Goku Black is the one that KOs somebody. But the attack that you directed was towards Zamasu. Goku Black will be the one that gets KO'd. Because, you know, he will target the enemy who KO'd the character, which is cool. And then of course we get the revival skill. And that means that not only the one that got revived gets the traits of being, you know, post revive, you know, gets the buffs and everything. The friend lead and the leader himself will also get the buffs, which is very good. That is basically what we want. So now we basically have his intro permanently, but we get the additional chances of dodging. We get an additional 20% chance to crit, an additional 20% chance to dodge, which increases the already 50% chance to crit and 50% chance to dodge that he has. And then of course we're gonna buff him up a little bit. Alright, would we want to test this out? Because I kind of want to. So, with the revive that we just got, that also gives UI Goku the post-revive buff, which is good. I'm very inclined to maybe, I don't know. We're showcasing Blue Kaioken Goku. Let's just do this. Okay, so we get some links here. Do we lose any links with the other one? No, okay. We have the same similar links. The perfect move for this is just doing this. But I want to test out what Blue Kaioken Goku does on slot 1. With all the pressure that he's getting here. This is a test. If we die, we die. But this is a test, okay? We're testing things out. We're testing how Blue Kaioken Goku really, how good Blue Kaioken Goku is gonna be on these types of scenarios. So let's just do this. I can keep the TEQ UI Goku. Why not? We'll do this, and just to help out with some damage, let's just do this.
オラは別に正義のヒーローでもなんでもねえ。今度な。仲間を傷つけるやつは許さねえぞ。
Alrighty, so I think we're good to go. Let's see what our boy Kaioken Goku has to offer here. I'm expecting some great things. So we have the 70% chance to dodge here. Ooh, very important to dodge here. Nice, perfect. Oh my, okay, bro. So like, we're seeing it there. He's not a slot 1 unit. So with guard, we took 447k. Yeah, 16. Yeah, that's interesting, and we're not doing a lot of damage to these guys. At least post super, he's gonna be fine. So again, do keep in mind that we can get 3 super attacks with him. Did we get that? Did I not count it right? I think we did. Or oh, maybe I didn't grab a tech orb. That might have been the case. I swear with what I just saw, I think I only saw him do 2 supers, and I don't remember if I got a tech key sphere because we were doing a lot of explaining. I had to go back and check, but not a certified slot 1 unit, it seems. Do keep in mind, UI Goku's buffing Blue Kaioken Goku with this domain. So we're getting some nice buffs here. We don't have all of our links active here. Do keep in mind that, because the UI Gokus don't share a lot of great links with Blue Kaioken. And this is where we get units like with Warrior Gods, which are, you know, blues and gods. So the gods and the blues only have these types of links, so we won't have that. Do we not have shocking speed with any of the UI Gokus? I could have sworn he shared. Okay, no, so he shares shocking speed with somebody. So we're under 77% HP, so this is pretty bad. I think, yeah, let's do this. Evolution Blue Vegeta is going to be a little bit more beefy. Let's do this, and I have a feeling we might die. I wonder why. It's because of the very low HP that we have here. That's crazy. Okay. Oh. Yeah, the game said, you know what, you're about to reach 30 minutes of gameplay. You should stop. Well. Let me think while I put the sticker on for him. I'm not impressed. You know, I feel like when I mentioned that he had something missing, I feel like more defensive capabilities is what he has missing. This is a more high risk, high reward type of unit. Everybody have seen it. Everybody had like talked about it, discussed it. I haven't been able to actually properly know about it until I showcased him. And yeah, like I'm imagining myself running this guy alongside the friend lead, another Blue Kaioken Goku, and then Super ECA Blue Kaioken Goku. And it's like, yeah, I don't think that works. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. I don't know. I don't like him, unfortunately. He's a very high risk, high reward. And then, of course, I banked on the 70% chance to dodge after revive. That wasn't bad. He took a hit, but that was 400k. Of course, post super he's gonna be fine, but 400k post revive, like he's not gonna do you any good defensively, it seems. So I don't know. And this is, you know, there's a conversation I'm seeing everywhere that you know, this Golden Week celebration, we should have had some really good, really stronger units for Golden Week, just like we had them last year. Super Saiyan 3, Angel Goku, and Boo are... They've been a little bit power creep, but they were still good on release, man. Like, they were crazy, and now this guy just... I don't know. He doesn't seem that good to me, so... Let me know down your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about these guys. Oh, about this Blue Kaioken Goku. He did not exceed any expectations that I had. I don't have to do the wall. Of course, I'm gonna have to run him again because I want to showcase Blue Kaioken Goku, the Super ECA one. And then, of course, I have to use this guy as a leader because he's the perfect 220% leader for... 250% leader for that. So yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. I'm sorry that this is very freaking late. I'll see you guys all in the next one.